which is a historian lowly who's descended from yet another famous Japanese semi-mythological figure, Hieda no, I don't remember his name actually, but yeah, basically she goes around and writes encyclopedias about, and she keeps reincarnating. So she writes an encyclopedia, dies, comes back in 100 years, chronicles what's changed since then. It's basically kind of an encyclopedia about Windows Touhou. There's Touhou Mogetsu, which most people will recognize the comic Silent Sinner in Blue, which was kind of the main arc of that, which is basically, you know, in Imperishable Night, it's revealed that, you know, hundreds of years ago, Kaguya descended from the moon because she was a fugitive, and, you know, since then, Gensokyo also tried to attack the moon but failed miserably. So Yukari's all, yep, I'm gonna get the moon back this time. And she basically sends Reimu and everybody else to do her bidding for her. And they get beaten by, you know, the heads of the moon, and in the meantime, Yuko comes in and steals their booze. Yukari wins. There's also In Above the Moon, In Above the Earth, which is basically a 4-coma series involving Racing and Tay, the bunny girls from A and Tay. And there's Cajun Lunatic Renegade, which is a short story series which shines a lot of really nice details about the series as it's developing from various characters' point of view, which is really Zun's strong point in his storytelling. He doesn't really do the whole, oh my god, this is epic thing, but he's really good at building up, you know, lots of, you know, really kind of neat, small details, clever things that fill in the storyline, if you will. He's also done a few comics about the 3 mischievous fairies that he writes for, and he's actually gotten Touhou fan artists to do the art for. And there's the Touhou Korindo, which is basically about Moichikari Nosuke, who's a half yokai who runs a used goods shop, and he was Marisa. And there's actually a new comic that just started getting serialized a couple weeks ago called Touhou Ibara Kasen, and it's about a hermit named, well, Ibara Kasen, but there's a lot of kind of subtle links of the sort that Zun loves to use that strongly suggest that she shares a lot of, she comes from the same mythology that Yugi and Suika does, so we're really interested to see where that's going, because a lot of people seem to think that she might be one of the, basically a former Oni and one of their friends. But now that's basically the other official works he's done. Yeah, mostly, probably by volume, it's mostly music. Well, actually, no, it's mostly written. Zun's actually done a lot of writing, and a little bit of music, a little bit of art. Oh, I suppose I should mention, Touhou takes place in Japanese, you know, fairy mystical Neverland Gensokyo, which is basically this closed world that's, you know, separated from the outside world, and it's basically where things go to die. I mean, once people stop believing in them, they migrate to Gensokyo. That's why you have all of these, you know, crazy mystical creatures from around the world, like Japanese yokai and vampires and stuff like that. And basically, I mean, like even in Silent Sinner in Blue, they're able to get a hold of magazines about the Saturn V rocket launches because, well, that's, you know, that's so 1970. Nobody cares about that anymore. So that's basically kind of where Touhou is set. And then each game, you know, follows another major incident that, you know, comes up, well, in varying degrees of majorness.
Alright, the other notable thing about Touhou, not only that that's one guy, one drunk Japanese dude that weighs about 80 pounds does all this stuff, is the sheer size of the fan base, which anyone in here that saw that line out there that started at, what, 8:15 for this panel at 9:30 would notice. The fan base for Touhou is absolutely insane. They've done so much stuff. And various things like Dojin's music and even their own fan games. We were going to start with Dojin's, but me being the idiot I am, I forgot to get Scott the Dojin we were going to show on the computer.
So I'm kind of flying by the seat of my skirt, as it were.
Basically, yes. So we have some carry over there.
Yeah, it's partially my fault, because I definitely brought my own Dojin, and then I left them in the room because I was too busy looking pretty to bother. I'm gonna tell you guys right now what I have on right now weighs 12 pounds. But yeah, as always, as in any fandom, Dojin is going to be the bread and butter of any fan works whatsoever, whether it's fan art or short fan comics or fully pressed books like this. This bro over here, these all belong to him. This bro, I don't know him. But it sounds like a big deal.
He was random savior in the line, so thank you very much, guy.
What's your name, bro?
My name's Yuki.
Yuki, alright. Thanks to Yuki, we have some stuff we can show you. Not that any of you can really see this. But, I'm guessing these were bought at Hendane?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to the Hendane guys.
Where are the Hendane guys? Stand up. Yeah, Hendane folks.
Because they always have a ton of and we love them. But yeah, we've got stuff like, I'm guessing this guy really likes Momiji because he's got some stuff with I am Momiji.
I just like
But-
the circle.
I'm sorry. I love Momiji, but I'm not going to go through all these. We've got some stuff on Patchy, and then we've got some stuff on the Scarlet Devil Girls, who are, as always, very popular. And then we have
Hey, go through the dioxin.
Cherno.
We have some Cherno. And it's pronounced Cherno, and if anybody wants to fight me on that, they can do that. And first they can go get me a drink of water, because I'm dying up here. Yeah, this one in particular is, I mean, this is a series of 4 comas, which are 4-panel comics for those who have lived under a rock for the last 100 years. And it's about Cherno being an idiot and, But this one is called Atsui, which means hot, and Cherno is an ice berry, and obviously that means shenanigans. But the doujin that we were going to show is my personal favorite, which is called Miss Yukari. Please put on some clothes.
This works safe.
It is actually work safe, despite the fact that Yukari is naked the entire time. It's basically about Yukari and how much she loves being naked, and the best part is when she runs into Renosuke, and Renosuke throws off his clothes and says, "Good day to you."
Not doing it.
And like Ron is basically like trotting alongside her, going, "Why is Master Yukari naked?" And eventually, Ron embraces all of the naked, but it turns out it was all a dream. But the other really big, probably hands down the most popular doujin is probably Advent Cherno, which is a crossover between obviously Touhou and Final Fantasy VII. And the thing is, I'm a huge fan of Advent Cherno, despite the fact that I hate Final Fantasy VII, because it's very. It sucks. It's really cute. It's really well drawn. I mean, pretty much all of the doujins you'll find on Touhou are better drawn than the actual official art. So it's awesome. But yeah, Advent Cherno has gotten really huge. It's still continuing. You'll see it's like, Cloud is Cherno, the Turks are the Yakumos. Everybody's got cool outfits. The Advent Cherno design like her with all this leather BS on her. And I've seen so many different like fan-made figures and kits, and like someone made himself a custom Figma of Advent Cherno. It's like Advent Cherno has got like its own hardcore following within the hardcore following that is Touhou. But I